everyone, it's been some time since I have not posted a video. So recently I read this comment which had inspired me to make this video and share my thoughts on some of the mistakes I think we have made during the time playing CME. So I generally post videos about my experience playing CME. Please check them out if you haven't already. You can also check out my friend's channel, Quinn, where he posts tips on how to play cross-server events. So today, I want to talk about 5 mistakes that I personally made and learned from playing CME. So this is the only game I've been into and the only game I actually play. I was a fool, know nothing about the game at first, and had made many mistakes. So my first mistake was that I recruited too many ministers that I did not need. So having a lot of ministers can be a good thing for PG because you can gain more points. But it also can be a bad idea because you won't be able to feed them all. And all your ministers then becomes target and food for everyone in PG. I had to bear the cost to pay for all seats in truth just because I recruited all the heroines and all the whole ministers. And that you guessed it, I struggled to feed them all. So on to my next point. Recharging too much, aka spending to win events. I still do this sometimes now, lol. So I have an obsession with sending elephants in the event of Sedge, and I don't like the feeling of losing in Sedge, even though I understand and know it will be okay. It's okay to lose. But there is this time where I spent almost 800 just to get rank 1. Yep, I was recharging to win. Thinking back on it now, I thought it was a waste. Because I could have spent a lot less and won just the same amount of, or even more resource to grow my power. I was lucky enough to win this one, but of course recharge doesn't win against hoarding all the time, especially for events like Intimacy, Savvy, and Power Boost. Hoarding beats recharging, and to beat hoarding you need to have both recharge and hoard. And to beat recharge and hoard, you also need luck. The last one I'm just kidding. Yes, this comes to my next point. A mistake that I did when I was still a newbie. Not hoarding. I think because I was scared and also afraid to see my rank drop, and so I didn't really hoard for events, and just gave everything that I had immediately. I think this was a big mistake because the point of the game is to hoard stuff and use them during their event to win and to get rank. But yeah, some can be afraid of hoarding because they would see their power would drop. But I've learned from this is it's okay to see your rank to drop. It's okay. Don't be scared about it. So my 4th mistake is being too stubborn. I am in the 2nd alliance in my server and I had the chance to join Alliance 1 many times. But I always chose not to move because I felt guilty and unloyal if I were to move, and just didn't feel it was right for me because I felt I might lose my friends and the friendship I had in Alley 2. Even though I know that being in Alley 1 would have been a better choice for me, as I would be able to grow my power a lot more together with my other server mates. But I chose to stay in Alley 2. Eventually I decided to move when my server started dying and my leader from Alliance 2 had also left the game. It wasn't bad. Everyone was nice and acceptance of me immediately in Alley 1. I think sometimes you just have to do what's best for you in general and not what's best for everybody else. Like what Stitch says, care for yourself more. If you get the chance to go to a better alley, then have a go. The real friends will always be your friends, no matter which alley you both are in. You won't lose them. Balancing stats. Have you ever been told that you need to balance your stats? Well, stats don't have to be balanced, and you cannot balance stats if it will always change if you boost your power. A lot of people try to fix their stats by increasing another minister's power, and no. That doesn't help with increasing your power to the fullest it can be. This one will take me a long time to explain why, so I'll leave this here and mention it again maybe in another video if anyone's interested. Basically, don't worry so much about your stats. not being balanced. Just a bonus conversation part. So picking a pole minister as your main. A mistake that I thought I had made, but in fact it is not actually a mistake. So if your main minister is a pole minister, you will see this problem in the game where you cannot recruit troops. Because there is not enough agri, which is food for recruiting troops. Seeing this, at first I thought to myself, this was a big mistake for recruiting Shinzi as my main minister. Interestingly, later on in the game, once you grow your power a lot more, you can actually recruit troops. You actually don't need agri. You can have tons of troops from your tokens in the game if your pole is high enough. An example of this is with my friend. When she opens one token, she can get 12 billion troops without needing to have agri. So lack of agri doesn't matter. Of course, you maybe cannot get troops from whole, but getting from tokens is no problem, just as much as and a lot. That is all for today. I hope this video was helpful and that you guys have gotten something from watching this video. If not, thanks for listening. Thank you so much. Bye bye.